Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the series My Collection. This should be episode 9. And today we're doing a slightly smaller or more condensed in the focus of a group called the Freedom Fighters. Now, I'm not going to describe too much, partly because I'm not 100% certain their history and their group or what it is. So I will just, for the most part, it was a book I picked up because, I started picking it up because A, I like American history, and B, I think it was just after the Supergirl, Legend of Tomorrow, Green Arrow crossover. I'm not sure if it was Elseworlds. I think it might have been an Elseworlds thing where, another Earth, another universe where the Nazis won World War II, where they were crossing over into Earth 1, where, for reasons known to them. And this book came out right after, or right before it would come out or whatever, so it piqued my interest. So I like the history aspect and like the whole alternate outcome of World War II and things like that interest me a lot. So, but yeah, so it's a group called, like I said, the Freedom Fighters. So, the very first book I ever got from them, and this isn't what I'm talking about. It's a DC Comics Presents book, but kind of like Silver Surfer comes out in Fantastic Four 48. This is a book that they're in. So, DC Comics Presents number 62, Superman and the Freedom Fighters. Now, so that Uncle Sam, the embodiment of the spirit of America. Forget what the guy is. The Plastic Man, I think. He's an explosive. Doll Man. There. Black Condor. And I don't know who that one is, but yeah. Supposedly the only, that I think the Nazis in World War II here are trying to kill Uncle Sam and the Freedom Fighters. They stole the Declaration of Independence, and if you burn that or destroy that, you destroy America. So that's what they're trying to do. So that's the very first thing I had from them. But then, like I said, in Supergirl crossover, I think it was Elseworlds, where they were trying to take over like they did on Earth X, where Nazis won World War II. Here is the Freedom Fighters number 1 of the 12-issue series. But I love that the whole aspect, the resistance is here. Freedom Fighters fighting to win the United States back from a Nazi-occupied world. So, it was really cool to me. So I bought it. Number 2, because the resistance in the 60s was over, because the original Freedom Fighters were caught and executed, and I think their leader was Jimmy Olsen? Not Olsen. He was the black athlete in World War II, well, not in World War II, but in 1936 Olympics. He won 4 gold medals. And Jimmy Owens? God, it's gonna irritate me forever now. But he was a leader. Him and his Freedom Fighters were killed, and Spirit of America, along with everyone else, was dead. So, 2019, a resurgence of a new group of Freedom Fighters: Doll Woman, Doll Lady, Black Condor, another explosive guy. Basically, reinvented the team, reinvents them, to bring them back. So, that's issue 2. Issue number 3. I believe this is number 3. Oh, they caused enough trouble, and I think they blew up a German Nazi, or Razzies as they like to call them. I think they blew up the Nazi Mount Rushmore. They changed Mount Rushmore, and that was caught on live television. And so what happens in issue 4? Not dead yet. The spirit of America, Uncle Sam, wakes up. They're, he like I believe they made him out to like be like a god, and that the stronger that the resistance and the spirit of America was in the book, the stronger he got. Number 5, I love how they do like George Washington's crossing, because that really was in the American Revolution. That was to win the Battle of Trenton. It was a make it or break it moment in American history. If we had lost that battle, our army would have most likely been wiped out. Washington would have been captured, and the revolution would have been ended. Because American Revolution was won not because we fought European style, but because we had an army that was always fighting. Number 6, the Nazis. Overman joins the fight. Number 7, who is the traitor? One of the Nazi weapons was called Plastic Man. That they have. He captured one of the resistance fighters, and shapeshifter took his place, and he's been working against him. Freedom Fighters, number 8. Interesting to see the Detroit angle. What they do with Detroit is like a slave camp or slave labor in Detroit. Freedom Fighters, number 9. Freedom Fighters, number 10, for Amber Waves of Pain. Guess who's getting stronger? Freedom Fighters, number 11. And Freedom Fighters, issue number 12. I need a new bag. This is not the book, it's the bag. I bought the issue number 11 and number 12 from newcomicbookshop.com and the label that they have, so I pretty much have to rebag and board those books. So I'm out of books, bags and boards, and more on their way. But I think, if I remember correctly, there might have been like another series of the Freedom Fighters. This is only a 12-issue closed arc, and it's the only books I have. That's the end of the list. I love the Freedom Fighters. Like I said, it combines my love of comic books, it combines my love of history, American history. There's a real sense of American pride when I was reading those books. It's like, yeah, you show them, yeah, So, when can I serve? So, I just want to take, now that I'm at the end of the video, I want to take this moment here to just. this is a spur of the moment decision just now. Wasn't originally part of the video, but I just want to thank everyone who is currently in armed services, or who has retired and is a veteran of our country, and especially important, the families of people currently serving. Everyone does their part, whether we know it or not. You help keep the deployed services members strong, or give them a sense of home and comfort. So, like I said, it was a real sense of American pride reading those books, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who served, National Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, Special Forces, anyone, hell, even everyone who's done, things like, Peace Corps, anyone who served the country in any way, even if it's just picking up trash on the highway on a Saturday. Just want to thank everyone for everything that they've done and their service to the country. Thank you very much. As they say, God bless America and all that stuff. But just thank you everyone for your service, for everything you've done. Even if you're not part of the armed services, if you, like I said, you do community service, you're great. You're a part of what makes the country great too. So thank you everyone who's ever done anything and who made sacrifices. Thank you very much. So that's the end of this video. It's actually turned out longer than I thought it would be. So thank you everyone again for your service, especially those currently serving or have served, and your families. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. I'm going to sign off now. Stay tuned next week for, I believe, the 10th episode of my collection. So I'm enjoying this series a lot. So stay tuned for next week. And until next time, happy collecting, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.